morning, everybody. Happy Tuesday. We are going to talk about twin flames, soulmates, and how do you know if you have found yours. So let's get settled in. Okay, let us start with a quote from Coffee with Colby. Ready? So here we go. In order to move forward, in order to grow, Spirit has you reflect so you can purge. Spirit is pushing the old out of you. They're sitting there letting you process all of that. It's like the gunk at the bottom, right? Spirit has you purge so you can release and let it go. This opens the door for the 2.0 version of you to come in. So it's true, we do. We have to purge, we have to let go, we have to release. It's really important for us to kind of evolve that way. So let us talk about twin flames and soulmates and really that kind of connection that we have to one another. So, some people think they can only have one soulmate, right? But you can't. You can actually have many soulmates. And soulmate can actually just be any relationship. So it could be a friendship, a family relationship, a romantic relationship. But it is a relationship in which your souls have made a contract to come together for a particular purpose. So that's why sometimes people are not in your life for their entirety, right? Sometimes they come in for a short period. So sometimes a soulmate will come in, but it's maybe to get you to a certain point in your life or through a certain occurrence. And then once you're over it, that contract is now complete and you can release it. So these soul contracts we have really help us with the soul mates, okay? The mates are coming together. And soulmates can help you heal. They can help you reflect. They can help you look at things. And they certainly can be in your life for a long, long time. So, it's just some are shorter, some are longer. But your soulmate is just really that person where you know that there's something deeper. You know that there's a connection there with them. Now, a twin flame, so the idea of a twin flame is that you have your soul, and the twin flame is two halves of one soul, or two souls coming together to be whole, okay? So your twin flame is a little bit different because two halves of you, right? It's the other half of you. It's like you've known them your whole life, right? How many of you felt like you met someone and just knew them? You knew who they were. You knew what they were about. They will challenge you, right? Because they're going to be a mirror to make you look at things about yourself, right? And maybe address some things, maybe purge some things that need to be purged, okay? So with this, we have this opportunity to grow and to evolve. So your twin flame is really that person where you say, oh my goodness, like I want to be a better person because of you. I want to be better. I want to do better. But again, the idea is really you're just evolving as a soul because you're two souls coming together, okay, as one, completing one another. So again, now let me just do this so I don't have a million haters. Yes, your completeness depends on yourself. You make yourself happy. You make yourself whole, but the twin flame really is that uniting of souls. It's just that complete blending and uniting. So again, sometimes it could be a bit tricky and challenging, that relationship, right? Because you're going to get triggered because again, you're working on things about yourself. So people say, if you met someone and it was a great love affair or you really was magnetic, but they're not in your life anymore, and then you say to yourself, oh my gosh, what if I don't, ever have another person? Of course you're going to have another person. Like I said, there's not just one soulmate for you, right? There's not just one. But what happens is you may have a soulmate, okay? And that soulmate gets you to a certain point, but then you become out of alignment. You're no longer in alignment, all right? Maybe you've evolved, you've done your work. Maybe they're not doing their part. So when you separate, you have to realize that at your new vibrational level, a new soulmate will come in and will carry you forward. And it's even the same as a twin flame. People think we can only have one twin flame, but I think we can have more than one. But again, as we evolve, you're going to connect to that person. There's going to be one person, as long as you kind of don't allow yourself to settle, right? Because how many times do we settle in relationships because, well, we already know the person, so we kind of already know what to expect, and it's not really going to be better with someone else, or we tell ourselves all of these things. I don't want to start over, right? So you settle in your relationship, but by settling in your relationship, you may be ignoring the true soulmate to come into you. So just be sure that if you are in a relationship, that you are feeling fulfilled. We should be continuously feeling fulfilled, even if we're feeling challenged, even if we're wanting more, even if we're wanting to try new things. We should still be feeling this fulfillment within our romantic life, at least, right? So ask yourself if you are in a relationship. Now, if you're not, a lot of times too, soul contracts, twin flames, a lot of times those breakups are not smooth, right? They're just not smooth and easy. They just feel like a Band-Aid has been ripped off. So they can be hurtful, painful, again, because you're just being torn apart on a soul level. So that's why they can feel a bit more painful. They may be harder to get over. But when you realize, hey, wait a second, this soul contract is done, we've completed it, that may help you understand and move forward. It's hard when we spend so many years trying to get over someone, right? Are we really meant to spend that much time? Or are we really meant to surrender and to trust and to understand, right? So what happens is it is about that kind of growing and that connection, okay? What about when one dies? Yeah, so again, when one passes, right? A lot of times in relationships, one person will pass before the other. But again, sometimes, it's whatever was meant to be, that soul contract for that person was finished, right? And there's a lot of times I find someone who, they're just being loved. They're being loved so fully, maybe so fully for the first time, and then they transition or they pass away, right? But it could have been that you came into their life to show them true love prior to their passing. Or if you've been with someone a really long time, just to give them that love prior to the passing. So, when someone passes, that doesn't mean that contract is broken. It's just changed. It's just changed form. And you are still meant to be here and grow and evolve and hopefully allow a new partner to come into your life, right? So through this, relationships are tough, right? We all know that they're tough, but it's like, who do you want to do it with? No relationship is just going to be super easy and super smooth. Not because you're supposed to grow and kind of these, I don't want to say be tested, but we're tested, right? You're vulnerable. You are being challenged. It's two minds coming together, two different experiences coming together. And so, so with this exchange that we have, it's like saying, look, you don't want a hostile relationship, and you don't want a violent relationship. You don't want a codependent relationship, right? How many of you have been in those? A lot of us have those experiences where we're in something that isn't healthy for us, yet we're too afraid to get out, okay? So we're too afraid to get out. However, when you say to yourself, look, I'm going to have healthy boundaries, I'm going to make sure I'm bringing the best version of myself to the table here, and yet I'm going to continue working on myself, right? It's continuing working on yourself throughout that relationship with compassion and empathy and understanding, but with respect. And allowing yourself to do that will give you the healthiest relationship possible. So when you're with someone, you say, okay, if something comes up, do we want to do this together? Who do I want to work through this with? Who's going to show up for me? Who's going to keep their word? Whatever your priorities are, it's really being true to that for yourself. And of course, you have a twin flame out there. But if you're staying safe in something, if you're staying safe in a relationship, you're not going to have that twin flame, right? You're going to, it's about making sure that you're creating an opportunity for that person to come in. And a lot of times too, a lot of people get wrapped up in that lust part of things, right? There's that magnetic, that chemistry, that lust that we think is love, and it isn't. That's just your chemical reaction, right? So it's really going deeper than that on a soul level. who does your soul want to be with? Who does your soul feel like home with? And though, even if there's challenges, there's still going to be kind of this relaxed feeling within it. There's still going to be this kind of connection there that is unexplainable. And that's how you know, wait, this is my person. Like I feel really connected to this person. So they're going to challenge you. They're going to make you think about your life. You may want new things in your life, but it's not about changing completely who you are to make someone else happy. It's really about being who you are and evolving on a soul level to be the best version of yourself. And with the two of you doing that together, you can absolutely be in this harmonious state and this connection. So the other thing too is you may feel a cord with someone, right? We always say, hey, have you cut the cord? Because a lot of times you'll feel a cord or a connection to someone. And so again, that doesn't always mean it's a healthy cord or connection. So check in with yourself. Is this a healthy connection? Because if it's not a healthy one, it is about working up that courage to cut that cord so that you can set yourself free, reset, realign, and call in that new partner. Call in that connection, that twin flame for yourself, okay? So anyhow, this is your Coffee with Colby for today. So I hope you found it helpful. And, don't settle in your relationships, okay? I think we do that. We're taught to do that too. We're taught to do that. And I feel like when we don't settle in our relationships, when we say, look, this is what I want, you're going to then give yourself an opportunity to have the healthiest, best relationship of your life, one that makes you feel free and that you want to do things with this person and you want to live and you want to grow together, and someone that you're going to have a lot of commonalities with, okay? So it is someone where there's a lot of commonalities, and that person is your person, that you're going to just feel that and know that. So anyhow, that is your Coffee with Colby. You guys, a couple exciting things coming up, okay? Thursday night on the Colby Rebel Show, I have John Holland on air with me. So I'm really excited about that. Next week is Expanding Your Intuition, and it's a workshop. So if you're really wanting to just say, hey, let me learn more about my intuition, let me expand it, please sign up and join me for the workshop. I am sending you all lots of love. Remember to shine your light and shine it bright. I'll see you guys Thursday. Bye, everyone. Oh, one last thing. The Rebel Spirit Pack membership, we are on it and everybody's having a great time. So if you don't know about it, look into the Rebel Spirit Pack membership and come join us. All right, I'll see you guys later. Have a great day.